Morning, Debbie. I got the live stream going now because it's kind of getting late, and I think people are going to want to join us sooner.
Yeah, I saw that.
Okay, good. So I'll let you know. And we'll see who else is in the waiting room here.
I wonder if a lot of the people that spoke the other last week will be on.
Well, they should be,
I'm in the live stream.
yeah, listen, watching the live stream. Yep. Okay. Well, good morning, everyone. We're just starting to check people in the party hearing session for Akron Solar. And I want to remind people who are not parties or witnesses to the case that we'll have you, if you're joining us by Zoom, we'll have you disconnect and switch over to the live stream, which is already up and running. And the screen share here will show you the link on how to get to that live stream. So I'm not sure. We have a few people joining that I do recognize as witnesses, but others that I might not have on my list. So just check. Okay, I see that there. And we'll take a minute here just getting people, getting their screen names oriented with their party affiliations. So that's going to take a bit of time. So quite a number of parties and we have quite a number of witnesses, I guess, not so many parties. Someone I'm not seeing on either my party list or the offered evidence list is W. Newsome. Not sure if that person's connected with a party. Could you let me know? Anyone who does know? There you are. Yeah, I see you there. I can't hear you though. If you just let me know. Is that actually the town of Rome?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, great.
Or I think it is. It looks like it.
Oh, that's not, yeah. Okay, they're just not speaking. Okay, I thought that was them.
No, it's
So I
terrific.
thought I saw that was Hasdall that I'm seeing there.
It's not big enough for me to see. Carl, will you unmute and inform the judge that you're here?
Your Honor, Carl Hasdall's in attendance.
Okay, that's you. All right, that's what I thought. And who else is in the room? Are they witnesses? The people that submitted testimony?
It's Mark Kane.
Okay.
Ms. Arndt, are you there too?
Yep, Emily Arndt. Then I think we're waiting on a few as well.
And who is the last person? What's their?
She's the planner, Your Honor, she submitted testimony, Ms. Arndt, ARN.
Yeah, and she said we're waiting for one more person.
Carl, who are you waiting for?
Tony Robley, he's our town
Rob.
assessor.
Sure, got it. Okay, so I'm just gonna put their names on there, so we'll keep track of where they're speaking from. Great. All right, still got a few minutes here. We're just making sure we get everyone connected. So we're waiting for a few more witnesses to join us.
Oh, what did you do?
It's a touch screen. This is where we're at.
That is no, we're not.
I'm trying to bring the volume up. Where is it?
Oh my God. I don't know what it is.
Probably, yep.
Mhm.
Just go back to full screen. Oh, that's right.
I'm not doing it.
How about Abby Nissen? Is that someone connected with a party?
She is with Reinhardt, Your Honor.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, you can touch it.
Yeah. Touchy, touchy, touchy. I have problems with touch screen. Little callousy. Which one? Touching it.
Get a hold of him.
That's all right. Where the is that? I never. Fine. How much snow we end up getting?
It looked like about six or seven from what was on my deck.
Yeah, that's what I showed.
Go ahead.
Shoveled when we got home last night and then shoveled the deck off and then dog doesn't, otherwise the dog goes out and doesn't know where the yard is.
Well, it's 10 o'clock. I just want to identify someone I just let into the hearing, named Tony. So Tony, if you can let me know if you're connected with party or commission staff, please unmute and let me know who you're connected with.
What was the question?
Yeah, are you connected with one of the parties or with commission staff?
I'm with the town of Rome.
Okay, you're a member of the public?
Well, I'm the assessor for the town of Rome.
Oh, you're with Town Room. Okay, so I just didn't know from your name who you were. So, did you file? You filed testimony?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So let me just get your last name. I'm going to put that on the screen for us.
Last name Robley.
Okay, we were expecting you to join in the big room, but okay, that's fine. Let's change that then. Great. All right. Well, people joining us, the pace of people joining us has slowed down, so I think it's safe to get started. I think that's the hardest part of my job is getting all the screen names correct. Now I think I've done that, so I can go home. I am home. Wait a second. All right, so let's get started. We'll get on the record. Welcome, everyone. This is Docket 9832 CE 100, the application of Akron Solar for authority to build solar electric generation facility and a battery energy storage system. My name is Michael Newmark, the Administrative Law Judge for the PSC. We're on Zoom at the party hearing session. So our goal today is to receive the offered evidence of parties and commission staff. It doesn't look like we have that much cross-examination to expect, but we will want to review the filings and make sure we have an understanding on corrections and what needs to be refiled, and then get those documents verified under oath. So we're not expecting too much in way of cross, but still need to proceed with our process here. Let's first get, as part of that process, get appearances on the record. So I'm going to display our service list and have us go down the list in alphabetical order. So who do we have representing Akron Solar?
Good morning, Your Honor. Jess Polakowski, Reinhardt Berner Van Buren, representing Akron Solar LLC. Also with me is Abby Milson with Reinhardt as well. Also present is Anna Galanis, in-house counsel with Nexera.
Okay, great, thanks. Public Service Commission.
Sophia Rogers, Assistant General Counsel, and with me is my colleague, Taylor Soul.
All right, and Town of Rome.
Good morning, Your Honor. Stan Riffle on behalf of the Town of Rome.
Okay, thanks. So we have everyone checked in. Appreciate that. And I think we can just move on to the offered evidence list. We will just review the filings, make sure we have our questions answered. Number of comments. I sent this list out Monday, I believe. And it did indicate a number of filing issues that we need to get corrected. I'm just going to clear off some of this because it's getting in the way. There we go. All right, well, let's take the first questions first. I'm just going to show the list that as I sent it. This is the Word version. It looks a little different, but I think the contents are the same as the one that the parties and staff received. So the first basic question is whether I've captured all the documents correctly that are being offered for the record at this time. And let's go off the record just to confirm that. So let's start with the applicant. Any errors or omissions to the list?
I don't believe so, Your Honor.
Okay. And Town of Rome, same question. Any errors or omissions?
Same answer, Your Honor.
All right.
None.
Commission staff?
None, Your Honor.
Okay, great. So then we'll back up again and ask the applicant any, so there are a few issues with the comments. We may need, I'm probably going to need my explanation about, but if there anything that the applicant wants to start off with.
No, Your Honor, the comments are all, I think, self-explanatory, and we're happy to address them.
Okay. So there is the issue with some changes to testimony, and I did want to, maybe we should review that on the record to make sure we're all in agreement. So let's get on the record just to speak to the surrebuttal of Cabrera. Am I pronouncing that correctly?
Cabrera.
Cabrera. Okay, missed this, the first R, the Cabrera. Okay, so it looked like surrebuttal Cabrera. I had flagged the sentence for lack of foundation, and I just think for the record, I should probably just review this. So surrebuttal A.S. Cabrera, page 3, lines 21 through 22, had the following statement that I'm suggesting, I guess I haven't made a ruling on this, but it appears to lack foundation, relates to landowner or actually good neighbor agreements. And the statement was the commission encourages applicants to offer such agreements to nearby landowners. And I think at least based on the citation that was given to the application filing requirements, and from what the witness has presented as the person's experience, didn't think there was foundation to make that statement. So I'd suggested to changing that to a different statement or just striking that line. So I was suggesting to replace that statement to the following. Such agreements may occur in the regular course of business of a solar generation developer, and then C, the AFR 1.5.3.2, and the PC numbers on there too. And then the parentheses is the same as what was in testimony. And then I also added the disclaimer that this is not record evidence, the citation to the AFR. So can we just have a comment then or response from the applicant on that change?
Your proposed revision, Your Honor, is acceptable. We will revise it accordingly and resubmit.
Okay. So any objections to that change? You're muted.
None.
Okay. Anyone else? Any commission staff? Any issues with that?
No objections. Thank you for the change.
Okay. All right. Okay. So, and the other comments were agreeable or understandable. So I did want to also, so let's stay on the record. I did want to review. I had some questions about the is it Isaac?
Isahak,
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
Isahak.
Isahak. Okay, Isahak exhibits. So they came in originally as Isahak 2C and 2P and was refiled. Well, yeah, the replacements of those exhibits were then filed later as Isahak 2 and 3. And then changes were made. There's an Isahak Errata and a new version, a revised version of Direct. So I guess I'm still not quite under, still quite don't understand what these documents are, and if doesn't seem like anyone has objections to them, but I don't know if they don't really fit in our process, and I just need some more information in order to accept them. The first, I guess, the first flag I had was that it didn't appear that these documents were actually being used in testimony, so they were offered in the list of what the witness was putting into evidence, but it didn't seem like the document was related to the testimony in order to support the testimony. So I wasn't sure why they were being offered. So that's kind of the first flag. And then the other one was I don't think we still have the correct versions of if there's some confidential filing and a public filing, that the way it's filed right now is also doesn't conform to our process. And then on top of that, we don't accept Excel spreadsheets for the record. They need to be filed as PDF. So that's, I think, the current offered version of Isahak 2 is a Excel spreadsheet. So I'm just going to need a little more about what these are for and why we're receiving them, why they're being offered. So any response from the applicant?
Yes, so it might be helpful. We do have Mr. Isahak on this hearing. Obviously, it might be helpful to just ask him in when he is called to explain what those exhibits are, if that would be helpful.
Yeah, we can wait for that, just so you know what the problems are.
And they are both should be filed. There's not a confidential version, so they're both publicly filed at this point.
Okay, so it seemed to me that they're not documents that have a CII appendix. Is that?
Yes.
They're all, the complete versions are fully public. Is that what we're saying now?
Yes, yes.
Okay. All right, so that's helpful. So the main filing issue then is that I think it's Exhibit 2 is Excel.
Okay.
At this point, and I guess I'm not really sure. Because it's an Excel spreadsheet, it doesn't really give us sort of like, it doesn't give us the PSC reference number on the document face of the documents. That's one of the reasons why we don't accept them as in this format. But it's also, I'm not really sure what, so there's no real connection, I guess, to the testimony of this exhibit. If there's I'm not, I mean, I'm sure if parties stipulate that it's okay to put that in now, that's fine, but it is late. It's definitely past the direct deadline to be adding that connection to the testimony. If it's not there, maybe I'm just not understanding what's being said, but we'll just need to have some clarity as to why that's being offered.
Sure. And my understanding is that the Excel spreadsheet is foundation for the exhibit 3. So it's just the backup data that supports exhibit 3.
Okay.
But Mr. Isahak can add clarity to that.
Okay, that'll be fine. All right, great. All right, so let's turn then to town. So any other, do you have anything else to review on the comments? You already said you had nothing, but.
No, sir.
Oh, that's Dan. Okay, so yeah, for town of Rome, nothing there. Okay. Did you plan to refile Hasdell 6 if it's part of a larger document, or is it not part of a larger document?
I did not see any comments on Monday related to, and I may have missed it, Your Honor, perhaps you can direct me to where you raised that issue.
Yeah, in the comment here that's on the screen. So
Oh.
EXTOR Haslett 6, if this is part of a larger document, refile to conform with B4A3, which says you need to add the title page as a page before the pages that you're filing. So
I apologize, Your Honor. I can take care of that.
okay.
If you feel it's late, well, there's
No,
nothing.
no, that's not a substantive problem. So
Okay.
it's just to conform, make sure the commission doesn't just get it and say, well, where is this coming from? There's no connect, there's no title or source page for it. So if you can, kind of grasp what I'm saying, like something that just, gives us the title,
Yes,
publication.
I understand.
Okay. And it is, sorry, it's not coming through on my computer, but it looks just like a spreadsheet with data from the hunting
Yes.
facility. Yeah.
Yes, I will gather that.
Okay. So all I'm looking for is the cover page or the title page of that document.
Yes, sir.
All right. And you understand. So have you seen the other comments then? You understand these citations and what I'm asking for? Okay, great. All right. How about commission staff? Any questions? Oh, so there was a bit of an issue here. I don't think I've heard back from staff about this. Any response or direction you can give me, Attorney Rogers?
We did circulate the exhibit 3, Whiten's 3 yesterday.
Okay. So that's something that you will be offering?
Yes, and what we'd like to do, if there are no objections, is update witness Whiten's testimony to point the commissioners to exhibit 3 on page 11, line 1,
Okay.
for clarity. Alternatively, she can just explain it on the stand. But if there are no objections, we thought it would be easier for her to just plug it back in with the list of exhibits on page 2 and then introduce it on page 11.
Okay.
No objection here.
Okay. Any issues from the town on that?
No, Your Honor.
Okay.
So top of page 11 has the DNR. Sorry, I said line 1, but line 3, there's a guidance document. End of that sentence on line 4, we could just refer to exhibit 3 so it's clear what we're talking about.
Yeah. Okay.
And then a similar change on page 2 when stating the purpose of her testimony, witness Whiten says one of the purposes is to offer exhibits. So line 20 there would change to 3 exhibits, and we would add Whiten's 3 to that list.
Okay. Sounds good to me.
Great. She can explain that document on the stand.
Okay. And did I miss it, or was it sent to parties?
You know what, Judge? I think I sent it to the service list and I addressed you in it, and I forgot to add you.
Okay.
My apologies.
That's right.
I'm sorry about that.
As long as parties have it, I can believe I'll believe you that it's the right document. It's fine.
Yeah, I do apologize for that.
Okay. So that's good. All right. So we got those locked down. Looks good. I think if we're good to go, we can take our first witness. How does that sound for everybody? Yep. So I just wanted to mention, Attorney Hudson Polakowski, your audio is a little grovelly. So if there's any way to clarify.
Let me see does that help at all? I just moved it closer.
That's much better. Yes.
Okay.
Thanks. All right. Let's take our first witness from the applicant.
Thank you, Your Honor. Akron Solar calls Ahmed Isahak.
I see you there. Raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth? Can you hear me okay?
Yep, I can hear you, Your Honor.
Okay, so well, I swear you, and I'll just need you to respond. Do you swear or affirm, tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do swear that to the whole truth, but to the whole truth.
Okay, great. Go ahead. So your attorney will now introduce you for the record.
Thank you, Your Honor. Please state your name for the record.
Ahmed Ishaq.
Where are you employed and in what capacity?
I'm a NextEra Energy. I'm an engineering manager, managing the transmission engineering team.
Have you prepared and caused to be filed in this proceeding direct testimony consisting of 11 pages and 3 exhibits?
Yes.
If I asked you the questions set forth in your testimony today, would your answers be the same as set forth in your testimony?
Yes.
I heard him say yes, but it was very quiet.
Thanks, Debbie. Was that a yes, Mr. Isahak?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now. And did you hear some discussion before you took the stand with regard to exhibits 2 and 3 to your testimony?
Yes, I did hear that.
And Your Honor, would you be able to display those exhibits for this witness?
Yes, I can do that.
Mr. Isahak, I'm just going to ask you to take a look at exhibit 2 and exhibit 3 and just explain what they are.
It's going to take me a second to get that loaded up.
Sure.
So what I'm showing here, first of all, is it's the second version of Isahak 2, and I'm going to give you the PSC number because you won't be able to see it on the screen here. It's 569990, and I can show you. It looks like the whole first sheet of that document. Is that am I showing you what I'm saying I am showing you, witness Isahak? Is that correct?
Yep, I'm looking at the Excel file, the
Okay.
upgrade summary.
And can you describe to the ALJ what this Excel file is?
The Excel files, it represents the cost estimates for some of the thermal voltage and the row levels that was collected as part of the design. So just
And let's take a look, please, at exhibit 3 to your testimony.
So that's exhibit 3. Okay.
And what is exhibit 3 to your testimony?
this is the MISO Phase 1 study report. I think it was filed as part of the interconnection, but I would defer this to our development team that knows the details about the document.
Okay. Very good. And with that, I move for the incorporation of Mr. Isahak's testimony and exhibits.
Okay. And in terms of the Phase 1 study report, that's made reference to in the testimony of the witness? Is that?
Yes,
Okay.
I can't give you the exact line. I don't have it.
That's okay. I can. So yeah, I see this. So according to my search of the PDF, it's cited only once, which is when it's being offered. So is there a statement in the testimony, or can the witness explain why we're seeing this document being offered here?
Mr. Isahak, can you describe the importance of that document to your testimony?
Yeah, I know we typically evaluate existing transmission facilities in the area for available capacities for utility scale solar projects and submit an interconnection request into the MISO queue. But I'm not aware of the current status of for this project particularly, and I will defer to our development team to shed some light on the report.
So I guess my question would be, if the commissioners are to read the phase one study report, what information should they be gathering from that report that's relevant to this case?
It will be more of an interconnection request into the MISO queue.
So the interconnection request is documented in this report. Is that
It's part of the report, but it could be a portion. I will still defer to, because I'm not aware of the detail of the report.
okay?
Of this report.
So
I'll defer.
So let me ask your attorney, which witness would have those the details and have knowledge of this report?
Mr. Cabrera would have the details.
Okay, so we'll take witness Cabrera. When we do that, maybe we'll need to have a switch off for
Sure.
offering those exhibits under witness Cabrera's expertise rather than the current witness. It seems like I'm not really hearing that we have foundation to accept the documents based on what the witness is saying. So we'll hold off on receiving these exhibits 2 and 3, and with the understanding of what changes would need to be made, I think we'll also withhold ruling receipt of the direct testimony. We may just need to revise that to eliminate the offered exhibits 2 and 3 and put them in Cabrera's testimony. So that would be a more yeah. So at this point, I guess I have nothing else that we need to investigate with this witness. Is this witness available for questioning?
Yes, although as noted in our email yesterday, all parties have agreed to waive cross-examination.
Yep, I see that. I can't, I use that as a guide, but I just want to make sure we verify that at the hearing. So let me ask if there's any cross-examination questions for this witness.
No, Your Honor.
Okay. Okay, so we'll move on. So I can excuse witness, I forgot how to pronounce your name. I'm sorry. Izaki? Izak? And Isahak, yes. And sorry, I apologize. And we'll have our next witness.
Thank you, Your Honor. We call Mr. Danilo Cabrera.
Okay. And I believe, let me just change our screen a little bit, or my screen. I don't think I'm changing your screens. Okay, Cabrera. Here. So let's go off the record. If you could just say hi, it'll pop up to the top of my screen, I believe. Just say something.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, there you are. Okay.
Okay.
Pin you so I won't lose track of you. All right, excellent. All right, let me swear you in. Raise your right hand. You swear or affirm, tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth.
I do.
All right, great. Go ahead.
Please state your name for the record.
Danilo Cabrera,
Where are you employed and in what capacity?
Nexer Energy Resources, and I am the project director for renewable projects.
Have you prepared and caused to be filed in this proceeding direct testimony consisting of 20 pages and 1 exhibit, rebuttal testimony consisting of 12 pages and 3 exhibits, and rebuttal testimony consisting of 4 pages?
I have.
Do you have any corrections to your testimony?
No.
If I asked you the questions in your testimony today, would your answers be the same as set forth in your testimony?
Yes.
And Mr. Cabrera, were you on just a few minutes ago when we were discussing exhibits 2 and 3 to Mr. Isahak's testimony?
Yes.
Your Honor, could you please put exhibit 3 to Mr. Isahak's testimony on the screen?
Yes, I can. 3. There we go. All right. See that?
Yes. Mr. Cabrera, have you seen this exhibit before?
I have.
What is it?
It's a study report done by MISO, which is part of the interconnection process. It's the first report.
And what does it conclude?
It has a lot of information of all the projects associated with that phase. So when you apply for a queue position, multiple projects apply in the same phase. So this project is the initial kind of report that says potential cost of all the projects associated in this phase.
And why is it important or relevant to Akron Solar?
I think because Akron Solar currently doesn't have a GIA. I think we provided it just so that as any information that we receive from MISO, right? It's the only information we have from MISO to this point, so we just provided it as evidence.
Okay. With that, Your Honor, I move for the incorporation of Mr. Cabrera's testimony into the record and admission of his exhibits, as well as Mr. Isahak's Exhibit 3.
Okay. So Isahak 2, we're letting that lie on the table. Okay. So I guess I would be able to receive the testimony and Cabrera, what's been filed as Cabrera Exhibits 1 through 4. I'm not sure in terms of this study report, the witness is saying that the applicant has not put in a request for interconnection. Is that correct?
No, Your Honor. We're saying that we did, but we don't have a GIA, which is the end result, right? We're still in the process of it.
Okay, but the mention of that is not. There's no mention of Akron filing for a interconnection in the Phase 1 study report.
We're included in that study, so it supplements evidence that we are part of what we mentioned of the 2022 cycle.
Okay, where does it show us that? Because
throughout the report, throughout the report as you go through the study.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure exactly what page, Your Honor, but.
Your Honor, if I may interrupt, this is something that staff does request routinely in solar projects, and the purpose is to ensure that the project will not create inefficiencies on the grid. And so we did ask for copies of the MISO DPP studies and GIA when available. We asked for that back in May, and that was PSCW AG 1.1. The response was that at that time was that Akron Solar had not yet received a DPP study. It would expected to receive them by the end of June, and it would provide those copies. So I'm not sure why it wasn't provided as a supplemental data request response, but we're fine with it coming in this way. It's something that we gather routinely. And the number from the queue position will be how Akron appears. It's J2520. So the queue position is what shows up there, not the name. J2520.
So it's labeled as Saratoga ACEC Badger West 138 kV. Okay. So this is the DPP then, or is this something else?
That's the DPP, and then the GIA is something that if we don't have by the time we don't have it as of this time, if it's not provided between now and the open meeting, it's something that I believe we typically put in an order condition to receive later.
Okay.
Agreed.
Okay, so I do see that. So I can accept the document based on the explanation that staff provided, giving us more background there. And I did see the interconnection request labeled there as explained. So in terms of the appendices, this document did contain CII appendices, and in terms of our filing requirements, if that's an appendix, what does staff think about, I don't think we received, did we receive the full version of this document from the applicant in the CII filings requirements?
Unless my colleague, Attorney Polakowski can say off the top of her head, I don't know, and I would need a minute.
Okay, and I don't know if do we normally get the full versions in solar generation? I
believe
don't
we
want to.
Do,
Yeah, okay, that's, so assuming that we need to get the full version, that would need to be filed using our secure filing system. I don't remember what it's called right now. We change things.
I think it's
recently.
WI Box, was WeBox.
Right, WI box, right. So there's a way to do that. You'll have to contact staff with all the details. But for a CEI filing, it would need to come in as a confidential request. And the full version would be filed using this box system, but we'd still need to have a version of the document on IRF as confidential and as public. And you would just have a note to the, so in this case, I think because it's appendices, I don't want to make stuff up here, but I think there would be a note on your confidential filing saying that the remaining part of the document is filed using the CII process, but that there would be both documents would need to be filed confidential and public. And the reason is that so we can keep track that the fact that we know that there is a confidential document in our possession related to this, and that's how we track that using our IRF system.
Thanks, Judge. I might have misspoken.
Mhm.
Anna Greschel might be able to clarify this when she takes the stand.
Okay, all right, we'll hold that then for later. All right, so yeah, I can accept the rest of the witnesses' filings, the original filings. We'll hold this one off until we figure out how we're going to file it.
Okay.
All right, so are we ready for the cross questions, if there are any?
There are none, Your Honor.
Okay, how about commission staff? Any questions?
No, Your Honor.
All right, okay, well, you're excused. We'll take our next witness.
Thank you, Your Honor. Akron Solar calls Erica Bruningson.
Okay, do the same thing here. I just need to,
I'm sorry, what was the last name? I don't see her on my screen.
oh, yeah, right here, the second, Bruningson.
Yes.
Then
Oh, there it is. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm going to, so let's just get off the record a second. Move pin here. So Erica, just say hello. Just wanted you to, you'll need to pop up. Oh, I see you. I see you.
Hello.
Okay. I got you there. Okay, great. I'll swear you in. Raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
All right, go ahead.
Ms. Bruningson, please state your name for the record.
Erica Bruningson,
And where are you employed and in what capacity?
NextEra Energy Resources, as a project manager for solar early stage engineering and construction department.
Have you prepared and caused to be filed in this proceeding direct testimony consisting of 18 pages and one exhibit?
Yes.
Do you have any corrections to your testimony?
No.
If I asked you the same questions set forth in your testimony today, would your answers be the same as set forth in your testimony?
Yes.
With that, Your Honor, I move for the incorporation of Ms. Bruningson's testimony into the record and admission of her exhibit.
All right, sounds good. I can accept those. Any cross-examination questions? Hearing none. All right, you're excused. Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Akron Solar next calls Josh Adams.
Hello.
There you are. Thank you. Raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do.
Okay, go ahead.
Please state your name for the record.
Joshua Adams,
Where are you employed and in what capacity?
I'm employed with NextEra Energy Resources. I'm the Fire Safety Engineering Manager for Battery Energy Storage Systems.
Have you prepared and caused to be filed in this proceeding direct testimony consisting of 8 pages and 2 exhibits, rebuttal testimony consisting of 3 pages, and surrebuttal testimony consisting of 3 pages and 2 exhibits?
Yes, I have.
Do you have any corrections to your testimony?
I do not.
And if I asked you the same questions set forth in your testimony today, would your answers be the same?
Yes, they would.
I move for the incorporation of Mr. Adams' testimony into the record and admission of his exhibits.
Okay, I'll accept those. And can we move on with cross-examination? Any questions?
None, Your Honor.
All right, thanks very much. You're excused.
Akron Solar calls Jacob Poling.
Good morning. Can you hear me?
I can. I'm not able to see you at this point.
Yeah, let me turn on my video.
Ah, there we go. Okay, excellent. All right, I'll swear you in. Raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm, tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do.
Okay, go ahead.
Please state your name.
Jacob Poling.
Where are you employed and in what capacity?
I work at Stantec. I'm a senior acoustician and focus on environmental acoustics and noise control.
Have you prepared and caused to be filed in this proceeding direct testimony consisting of 5 pages and 2 exhibits?
Yes.
Do you have any corrections to your testimony?
No, I don't.
If I asked you the same questions set forth in your testimony today, would your answers be the same?
Yes.
With that, I move for the incorporation of Mr. Poling's testimony into the record and admission of his exhibit.
All right, I can accept those. Ready for cross-examination? Any questions?
No, Your Honor.
All right, thanks very much. You're excused.
Thank you.
Akron Solar next calls John Waiter.
See you there. All right, raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm, tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
Do.
Okay, go ahead.
Please state your name for the record.
John Waiter,
Where are you employed and in what capacity?
Stantec Consulting Services as a principal scientist and project manager.
Have you prepared and caused to be filed in this proceeding direct testimony consisting of 14 pages and 1 exhibit and rebuttal testimony consisting of 4 pages?
Yes, I have.
Do you have any corrections to your testimony?
I do not.
If I asked you the same questions set forth in your testimony today, would your answers be the same as set forth in your testimony?
Yes.
I move for the incorporation of Mr. Waiter's testimony into the record and admission of his exhibit.
Okay, I'll accept those. And are we ready for any cross-examination questions? Any questions?
None, Your Honor.
All right, thanks very much. You're excused.
Akron Solar calls Nick Fuchs.
See you there. Raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm, tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
I do.
Please state your name for the record.
Nicholas Fuchs.
Have you prepared and caused to be filed in this proceeding direct testimony consisting of 14 pages and 8 exhibits?
Yes.
And I skipped over, but where are you employed and in what capacity?
I'm the owner of Rayburn Consulting. I'm also the community development director for the city of Pewaukee and work part-time for the city of Franklin.
And with regard to the testimony that you've submitted in this proceeding, do you have any corrections to your testimony?
No, I do not.
If I asked you the questions set forth in your testimony today, would your answers be the same as set forth in your testimony?
Yes, they would.
I move for the incorporation of Mr. Fuchs' testimony into the record and admission of his exhibits.
Okay, I approve that. And any questions for the witness?
Well, Your Honor, Nick's wife asked me to ask some questions, but they would not be relevant. So no, we do not have cross-examination.
Okay, I'll let you two work that out then. All right, so no questions up here.
None, none, Your Honor.
Okay, and this witness is excused. Thanks very much.
Thank you.
And last but not least, Your Honor, Akron Solar calls Mike Maroos.
All right, I see you there. Raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Go ahead.
Please state your name.
Michael S. Maroos.
Where are you employed and in what capacity?
I am president of Maroos and Company, a real estate appraisal and consulting firm located in Park Ridge, Illinois. I am president and I am a real estate appraiser and consultant with the MAI and CRE designations, and I hold the highest form of licensure in the state of Wisconsin.
Have you prepared and caused to be filed in this proceeding direct testimony consisting of 7 pages and 1 exhibit?
Yes.
Do you have any corrections to your testimony?
No.
If I asked you the questions set forth in your testimony today, would your answers be the same as set forth in your testimony?
Yes, they would.
I move for the incorporation of Mr. Maroos's testimony into the record and admission of his exhibit.
Okay, you can accept those. Any questions for the witness?
No, Your Honor.
Thanks very much. You're excused.
Thank you.
Your Honor, Akron Solar has no further witnesses.
All right, great. Thank you. So I think we can probably resolve the Isahak direct issues if I don't think we finally resolved those, but I think if we can have the witness file a new version of the revised direct without reference to the exhibits 2 and 3, I think that's all that would need to change to get that up to speed.
And then should we just add that to Mr. Cabrera's testimony as well then?
Yeah, I think in theory, yes. I just want to make sure we get it filed correctly. So if we can just hear from our witness, staff's witness about that. But yeah, what we could do is switch Isahak 3 to Cabrera 5. And so let's just mark Cabrera 5 right now for the record. I think it's probably safe to just use the transcript, the testimony we've heard today for describing that testimony. I wouldn't change the written filings for that purpose.
Your Honor,
yeah.
Witness Greshel was able to confirm what she had thought, which was correct, not what I said. So we don't need the CEII appendices for this purpose. We only, yeah. So no need to bother with all of that.
So it'll just be a public exhibit.
Yeah, exactly the way it was filed is all we need.
Okay.
Thank you.
Refile that as Cabrera 5. That'll work. I guess I've forgotten to ask Cabrera. I know that the witness, the party agreed to make those changes to the Cabrera surrebuttal. I'm just assuming he's in agreement. Witness is in agreement as well, based on the representation of counsel. So that's we don't need to review that anymore. Okay, so I think we have all the applicant testimony figured out here. Anything I'm forgetting that may be outstanding?
Not that I can think of, Your Honor.
Yeah. All right. So we'll just await refiling in 3 working days, according to the schedule we've already set. All right, so let's move on to Town of Rome. We can take for your first witness.
First witness would be John Atkilski.
Okay, and there you are. All right, great. Raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm, tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
All right, go ahead.
Please state your name.
John Atkilski.
Mr. Kilski, is the testimony you submitted in this docket true and correct to the best of your knowledge at the time of filing and today?
Yes.
I have no further questions, Your Honor.
All right, any cross-examination?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, that's fine. Witness is excused, thanks.
We would call Tony Robley.
Okay, just unmute. Yeah, perfect. Raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm, tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do.
All right, go ahead.
Please state your name.
Tony Robley.
Is the testimony you submitted in this docket true and correct to the best of your knowledge at the time that you filed it and today?
Yes.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Any cross-examination?
No.
All right, witness is excused, thanks.
Emily Arndt.
Okay, I see you there. Yep, go ahead, raise your right hand. A little blip in the back there, but do you swear or affirm, tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
I do.
I'm sorry, where is she?
Oh, why don't you have you come up to the chair? That's
Oh, I see.
better
Sorry.
practice. Yeah, you got that chair right there. That's fine. Perfect. All right, raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm, tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
All right, go ahead.
Please state your name.
Emily Arndt.
Ms. Arndt, is the testimony you submitted in this docket true and correct to the best of your knowledge at the time that you filed it and today?
It is.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Any cross-examination?
No, Your Honor.
Right, witness is excused.
Thank you.
Mark Kane.
Good morning.
Morning. Swear you in, raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm, tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Please state your name.
Mark Kane.
Chief Kane, you didn't get toned out during this hearing.
That's it. We don't talk like that because it could happen any moment.
Mr. Kane, is the testimony you submitted in this docket true and correct to the best of your knowledge at the time that you filed it and today?
It is.
No further questions, Your Honor.
All right, any cross-examination?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, you're excused. Thanks.
Carl Hasdall.
Morning.
Good morning. Raise your right hand. I'll swear you in. Do you swear or affirm, tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
I do.
All right.
Please state your name.
Carl Hasdall.
Mr. Hasdall, you filed direct and rebuttal testimony in this docket, correct?
Yes.
Is the testimony in each that you submitted true and correct to the best of your knowledge at the time of filing and today?
Yes.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Okay, and you also have 9 exhibits filed, is that right?
Yes, with regard to each witness, my feeling was that the testimony they submitted identified those exhibits, and I would be moving through that testimony for the omission of their testimony and the exhibits.
Okay. Yeah, I can accept the testimony exhibits as they are filed and appear on the offered evidence list, and we'll just await the refilings as indicated in the comments according to our schedule. So yeah, I can accept those. I usually, and maybe I wasn't paying attention, sorry. I usually have them identify the number of exhibits that they've filed so that just to double check to make sure I have them all on the list. But so we do have 9 from Hasdall. Is that right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So any cross-examination? So you're done with this witness?
Yes, Your Honor.
Cross. Any questions for the witness?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Thanks. You're excused.
Thank you.
Nothing further from the town of Rome.
All right. And yeah, so I just wanted to mention before we proceed, I know we've asked witnesses if they have any corrections when they're on the stand, which is great. I don't want mistakes filed, but just to remind everyone that corrections are properly submitted in writing as errata. In this, using the FMO, the facilitating matters order in this case, and we have a new FMO that we'll be applying to cases going forward. The process is slightly different, but it's still the idea would be to get your corrections in writing and use your best efforts to identify those before the hearing. So let's move on to commission staff. Take your witnesses.
Commission staff calls Anna Greschel to the stand.
Okay, there you are. Raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm, tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do.
All right.
Please state your name.
Anna Greschel.
Did you prepare and file or cause to be filed direct testimony and 1 exhibit in this case?
Yes, I did.
And are the statements and representations in the testimony and exhibit you filed true and correct?
Yes.
Do you have any additions or modifications at this time?
No.
No further questions.
Okay, any questions for this witness?
No, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor.
You're excused, thanks.
Commission staff calls Jury Rademacher to the stand.
There you are. Always look for the headphones. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the
Man,
truth?
I have really. That's how I'm identified, the headphone witness. Yeah.
That's a yes?
That's a yes.
All
Thank
right,
you.
there we go. Go ahead.
Please state your name.
Jury Rademacher.
Did you prepare and file or cause to be filed direct testimony in this case?
Yes, I did.
Are the statements and representations in your direct testimony true and correct?
Yes, they are.
Do you have any additions or modifications at this time?
I do not.
No further questions.
All right. Any questions for the witness?
No questions, thank you.
No, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. You're excused.
Thank you.
Commission staff calls Stacy Rowe to the stand.
Raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
Do.
All right.
Please state your name.
Stacy Rowe.
Did you prepare and file or cause to be filed direct testimony in this case?
Yes, I did.
Are the statements and representations in your testimony true and correct?
Yes, they are.
Do you have any additions or modifications at this time?
No, I do not.
No further questions.
All right. Any cross-examination?
No, Your Honor.
No, sir.
All right. Thanks very much. You're excused.
Thank you.
Commission staff calls Sam Roomschlag to the stand.
Good morning.
Good morning. Raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
I do.
All right.
Please state your name.
Samuel Roomschlag.
Did you prepare and file or cause to be filed direct testimony in this case?
Yes.
Do you have any additions or modification? I'm sorry, are the statements and representations in the testimony and exhibit? Sorry, let me back up for a second. Did you also prepare the environmental assessment provided in exhibit PSC-EA-R?
Yes. Yes, I did.
Thank you. Are the statements and representations in the testimony and the exhibit that you filed true and correct?
Yes.
Do you have any additions or modifications at this time?
No.
No further questions.
Okay. Any questions for the witness?
No, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor.
All right. Thanks very much. You're excused.
Commission staff calls Samantha Whitens to the stand.
See you there. Raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
All right.
Please state your name.
Samantha Whitens.
Did you prepare and file or cause to be filed direct testimony and 2 exhibits in this case?
Yes, I did.
Did you also prepare and are you ready to file exhibit DNR Whitens 3?
Yes, I am.
And do you plan to clean up your testimony to reference that exhibit after this hearing?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Are the statements and representations in your testimony and exhibits true and correct?
Yes.
Do you have any modifications, additions or modifications at this time?
No, I do not.
No further question. Oh, I'm sorry. I promised to ask for just a little background on that exhibit 3. Could you just tell us for the record what that exhibit is and how you created it?
Sure. The document that I'm referencing as exhibit 3 is our solar guidance document. And it is a document that I worked on that I worked to create as part of my role with DNR. The document is referenced in my testimony, but just to make it a little bit easier, we'll be including it as an exhibit. So that document can be found on the DNR webpage under our publications webpage. So it's a public document, but it'll just be referenced here for ease in viewing.
Excellent. No further questions.
No questions, Your Honor.
None.
Great, thanks. I just wanted to be clear, witness Whitens, were you in attendance when we described the changes that were being proposed to your testimony?
Yes, I was.
So you understand that?
Mhm.
Okay. All right. So you're excused. Thanks very much. And let me state that in case we missed any, I am going to receive all the documents we've identified on the offered evidence list with the modifications we've made here today and with the corrections we'll expect to see based on the comments in the offered evidence list and the discussions we've had so far at the hearing. So it looks like we have everything nailed down in terms of testimony and exhibits. We have a post-hearing schedule already established. Is there anything that parties and staff need to discuss at this point?
I don't think so, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor.
All right. So I did have an issue that I did want to address while we're at hearing. It's a matter that I had wasn't really expecting to address with the parties, but I think it came up at the public hearing session, and I did want to address it here while we're in public session or in a forum that's public. There was some comments made at the public hearing about the choice of location for the public hearing session. And I just wanted to review my determination to hold the public session at the Nakusa Area Senior Center. There was so let me just open up my notes about that. I'm just going to try to display documents while I'm going through this as I can. But so we did receive a letter to me, addressed to me, regarding a public hearing session. It's filed by the attorney for the town of Rome. I'm just going to display that here. And it requested to move the hearing location from the Nakusa Area Senior Center to the town of Rome Town Hall. So I wanted to address the reason for choosing Nakusa Center and the reason for not necessarily denying the request, but not really responding to the request. And because this kind of crosses between public and party sessions, and I didn't know exactly when I could bring this up, but this seems to be the last opportunity to do so. So I'm going to make the record clear. Hopefully the public can understand what was going on here when the decision was made to continue with the plan to hold the public hearing at the location that I originally chose. So a few reasons here. First of all, the request asks me, asks for me to make a decision. So technically it is should be considered a request for an ALJ order. So problem with the request is that it was not filed as a request for ALJ order. It was filed as a letter correspondence. But according to the FMO, all requests for an order of the ALJ should be filed as a motion, and there's a process by which there's due process involved in that request. For example, there's opportunity for other parties and commission staff to reply. And I do not act on requests to take an action by a party without it being filed and triggering that process. So in order to be fair to all parties, I did not respond to this request. Well, it should have been a request. It was a letter to me. So people did not see a response to that. And that's the reason why it was not filed properly, did not trigger the process for responding. But even more important is that the parties are instructed that they do not participate in the public comment process, and that's in our FMO section E1 hearing preparation. G and H talks about parties participation is limited in the public comment process, and that while we encourage parties to publicize the comment process since they're involved and they may have people who they know of that are interested and wish to participate in the comment process, they're not able to participate in it. And I think my stand has always been when holding and deciding on a location for a public session, I cannot do that in a facility owned or controlled by a party. I just want to have that independence, and I want to, normally we have a facility contract where the commission is contracting for a space for that time or leasing it, and it's controlled by the commission. It's not owned or operated by a party. So and I've never had a case. For small municipal rate cases, we'll allow the utility to use its facility, but for any other case, we do not allow. And then the FMO doesn't actually apply in those cases. So for these contested cases for CPCNs, I do not allow a facility to be owned or controlled by a party. Also, I did some digging and I saw that the Nakusa Area Senior Center is about 10 miles from the project. Project area. So I did a little Google search, Google Maps search, and so looking at the WTA home grounds, it's kind of in the center of the project. It's about 10 miles, 16 minutes from the senior center. And then looking at the town of Rome, town hall, it's about 3 minutes from the WTA, and about 2 miles. Our requirement under statute, I'll show you that. 196 491 3B. Commission is required to hold a public hearing in the area affected. I think the difference between the distance between the Nakusa Area Senior Center and the Town of Rome Town Hall is negligible for that purpose. It's about, what did I say, like an 8-mile difference and a few minutes, 13-minute difference. So I think we met our requirements there to hold the public hearing session in the area affected. It's also just to mention that I've conducted hearings in the senior center before, and I found it to be an appropriate and adequate facility to hold the public hearing session. I think the town or the town's attorney mentioned that the senior center held 300 people. I didn't confirm that, but I'm confident that the room accommodated all the people who wished to speak that were in attendance. I've been doing this, working at the commission for 25 years, both as an employee attending and as the ALJ conducting public hearings. And we've never exceeded a 300-person attendance at one time in all those years. So to have a facility that could hold 300, I think was adequate. So in addition to conducting the hearing at the location, the notice of hearing provided the Zoom connection, so people could join in and give a live comment from anywhere. And we also live stream the comment, the hearing on YouTube, so people could observe. And then of course there's also the written comment process. So for whatever reason someone couldn't get to the live hearing, there's still time up until the 12th to file a comment online. So I think that was one of the other concepts that was presented to me in the letter from the town, is that its facility could hold 500 people, but I think the 300 people capacity was adequate. And then we also got a Zoom connection during the hearing from the town of Rome, and I don't know what room they were in, but we took at least 2 comments from people at the town hall, or I'm sorry, at the town of Rome location. And from what I could see, I briefly saw sort of a view of the room, and and my guess was maybe there was 20 people in the room. I may be wrong about that, but it didn't seem like there was an overwhelming number of people attending in that location. So another factor is that the same statute, this 196-4913B, requires that the commission issue a Class 1 notice at least 30 days prior to the hearing. So the notice of hearing issued on October 30th, and we did receive the letter on October 31st. So we'd already noticed the hearing at the senior center. And at that point, to reverse gears and to change the location, I assume that would require another 30-day notice. But also it would just cause a lot of confusion with the public switching location after the commission had announced it in the newspaper. And to the notice hearing actually gets mailed to all the landowners in the area and to the service list. So having proceeded in that direction, we really needed to continue on using that location rather than switching gears. And I think because the town did connect by Zoom, it kind of did inoculate this problem because people of the town of Rome could appear or did appear at that hearing through the town of Rome's internet connection. That actually kind of skirts the line between parties not participating or participating at the public hearing. But I let that go. I wasn't going to get hyper technical about it at that point. I think it did a service to have a location in the town at that point, and we did collect a few comments from them, so that worked out okay. So that, and then of course we dealt with we did have a number of two distinct petitions that were presented to me at the public hearing session. We already dealt with that those rulings on those. So I'm not going to bring that up here, but so yeah, I just wanted to make people aware of the reason why we continued to hold the hearing at the senior center. And I also want to mention that we did get we did get some public comments complaining about the choice of location. And also WSAU reported after the fact that we held the hearing at the community center, and in quote, despite the town of Rome's request to host the meeting at their own town hall. So there is some public controversy about this. This is why I wanted to mention it. But I think some people have mentioned that the town's average age of population is in elderly range, and that it would be possibly a burden to have them come to the Nakusa Area Senior Center to make a comment. But I looked on Google. I didn't see any closer senior center to the town of Rome than the Nakusa one. So I'm assuming that seniors in the town do make use of the Nakusa Area Senior Center and are familiar with it and are able to get to it. I hope they could, and they weren't burdened by my choice of location. So just want to let people know about that and just publicly state that I stand behind that decision to hold the hearing where I did. All right, so at this point, I don't have anything else. I appreciate everyone attending, and that's it. We're adjourned. Take care.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Not my
Get
guys.
the last word.
That's Jess's dog.
Okay,
That's why I have a